Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. From today onwards, we will be starting a new series on PHP tutorial. In this video, I will tell you what is PHP, what are the benefits of PHP, what are the uses of PHP. So, like to understand PHP, we have to first understand what is the client-side script and the server-side script. So, like client-side script are mainly run on browser, as you all know. So, like what are the languages comes under the client-side script? So mostly the two languages comes VBScript and JavaScript. So JavaScript is most widely used now. It has also has many frameworks introduced in JavaScript. So these are all comes under the client side script. So now let's see what is server side script. So under server side script, there are many languages. Server side script is like a backend. So the code execution runs on a backend. So the languages are like PHP, .NET, Python, Java. There are many languages which are not mentioned here. So now let's understand how this client side script and server side scripts request and response handle. So very firstly, when someone browse something, so the request go to the server side. So, like the server will take the request, it will process the request, and it will give the response to the client. So it's like client will give a request to server, server will process the request and give the response to the client. So like this is the scenario in which the client and server side handles. So the definition of PHP is PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor that earlier stood for personal home pages. PHP is a server-side scripting language. PHP scripts can only be interpreted on a server that has PHP installed. The client computers accessing the PHP script requires a web browser only. So now let's understand why should we use PHP only. PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor that earlier stood for personal home pages. PHP is a server-side scripting language. PHP scripts only be interpreted on a server that has PHP installed. The client computers accessing the PHP script requires a web browser only. Now let's see what are the advantages of PHP over other languages. PHP is an open source, so anyone can download PHP on their localhost machine and can run it. So it's open source. So it is a main advantage of other languages. Obviously other languages mostly other languages are open source, but yeah, PHP also comes under the open source languages. Cost efficient, so like it is open source, that's why it's a cost efficient. There is a very minimal cost of server side also. Scalability, integration, speed, security. So like these are the points of advantages of PHP over other languages. Now let's see what are the software required to install PHP. A web server, XAMPP, WAMP, etc. So in the next video, we'll be installing this server to check whether the PHP code is running or not. A database server, MySQL server. So after installing a XAMPP or WAMP server, the MySQL also will be installed automatically. So we don't have to worry it. A code editor. We'll also install a code editor.